Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus, agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me, needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by King David Jordan.
Lord, keep me in your care everywhere. Oh.
Y'all gotta tell everybody I'm on. Let's go. Oh, so many was bullied tonight. Welcome back to the King Joe Late Show. Today we begin. Man, it's gonna be great. We talk about Trump, convicted. Man, Dallas, Gentlman Street, Caitlin fighting. What's going on in the world? We might get a little bit into relationship. You know, we might get a little bit of relationship. But tonight we talk about Punk. Who's been bullied? Who was bullied tonight? So I hope you guys are ready. King Joe Show. I'm just saying, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Tell everybody, come on, King Joe's up tonight. Y'all know what it is. If you see me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got beef these days. You know, 2024. There's been a lot of beef going on. There's been a lot of crazy going on in 2024. So listen, tell everybody we here. Tell everybody, come on, King Joe Show. You know the late show's on. Let's go with it. If you see me, folks, please. thumbs up. We're gonna get the show started. Give it a heart, give it a thumbs up. Give it a share. Y'all know what it is. It's KDJ. Let's go. Twitter, what's up? What's up, X? What's up, X? What's going on? Let's go and start the show. Let's go.
Stay get down.
I promise I got the best.
Stay get down.
Let's go.
Stay get down.
Late night show.
Stay get down.
How's everybody doing? It's your boy King.
Stay get down.
Dave, enjoying the late night show. You can hit me up at King Joe. At I am King Joe. That's what you can add me. Add me at I am King Joe. I need everybody that's watching right now to look at that ad button, the I am King Joe. You know what I'm saying? Add us a friend, man. We got a crazy show tonight. We're going to get into some craziness tonight. I hope you guys are ready for the craziness that we have. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's 12:45 on the East Coast. Thank you for taking time out of your evening. Some of y'all get in the bed, y'all laying down, y'all got your headphones on, y'all got your AirPods in your ear, and y'all listening to your boy, and I appreciate it. I really do. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Man, tonight it's going to be a crazy show. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to At the end of the show, I might get into a relationship. Just depending on how long it goes. The last time we went way too long. But just to depend on how long it goes, at the end of the show, we might talk a little bit about relationships and love.
Stay get down.
And how to find that. Fellas, especially with my guys, how to find that special one. But let's go ahead and get into the show of what's going on today. Tonight's episode is called Bullied. That's right. Tonight's episode is called Bullied. That's right, Bullied. And all the instances of the night, we're going to talk about how people got bullied. Today is a bully day. It's a bully day all the way around. And so with that being said, today we're going to definitely get into what we have tonight. And first of all, I want to thank you. Welcome back to the King Joe Late Show. Today we begin with a groundbreaking story that has shaken the political. That's right. If you had heard, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard by now. But if you had heard, we're going to tell you what's going down. And in the political landscape of what we saw tonight, we saw former President Donald Trump has been convicted on all 34 counts in the New York hush money trial. 34 counts. This historic verdict marks the first time a U.S. president has been found guilty of felony charges while seeking a return to office. Trump was charged with falsifying business records in connection with a $130,000 hush money payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels intended to silence her about an alleged affair that happened before the 2016 election. This payment was part of a broader scheme to influence the election outcome by concealing damaging information. The trial featured dramatic testimony, including former Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, who detailed how Trump personally approved the reimbursement plan for the hush money to Stormy Daniels, right? So how Trump personally reimbursed her, that's what Michael Cohen said, despite Cohen's credibility being questioned. Due to his past lies and criminal conviction, the jury found the evidence compelling enough to convict President Trump on all counts. This is brought to you by Yahoo and also by New York News Now. What does this mean for Trump and his political future? What does it mean? Now, interesting enough, a felony conviction does not disqualify Trump from running for president. The U.S. Constitution allows all natural-born citizens over 35 that has been a resident for 14 years to run for office regardless of their criminal status. Now, this I didn't know. I thought if you was a felon, or you were convicted of different things, you can't run. But obviously, you can be a felon and still run. You can't vote. You said in certain states, you can't vote, but you still can run, right? And historically, other candidates like Eugene Debs or Lyndon LaRoche have run for president while being convicted. You know, as for sentencing, Trump could face up to 4 years in prison. But given the nature of the offenses and the lack of prior conviction, he might receive probation and fines instead. Sentencing is set for July 11th. And, you know, here at the King Joe Lake Show, we'll keep you updated on any development. Now, if you guys know, like, this verdict is significant not only because it holds a former president, quote unquote, accountable, but it also could set a precedent for future cases involving future figures, right? You know, how would this impact Trump's campaign strategy and public perception? Only time really will tell. But we kind of already see how Trump is already starting to spin this. And he's basically starting to say that, hey, if you guys understand what really happened, this is a witch hunt, this is an abuse of power, and truth be told, these Dems and everybody else here is trying to bully me. They're trying to bully me. They're trying to bully. And that's what Trump said. Trump said this witch hunt is trying to bully me. And this is an example of the vast abuse that the Democrats have bestowed upon our country. Which I think is funny. It's kind of funny, but it's interesting. Like I like the spin. I like the spin, right? And me being an independent, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent that leans more traditional than liberal. But you know, I'm an independent. And when I vote, I always try to vote what's best for myself, my family, my people, my country. And I try to keep an open mind on who's the best, right? Who's the best candidate? Now this year, you got convicted felon Donald Trump, and you got Sleeping Joe Biden. President respectfully for both of those young men. President Donald Trump and President Biden running again for the rematch of the House. And for me, it's all about what is going on and with my family, what is going on, what is best for me, what's going on with the economy, what's going on with my community, what's going on with other people and other families, and how they're living. And I was having this conversation with someone today, and they said, "Yeah, I understand. Donald Trump got convicted." And I asked the question. I told y'all last video. If y'all saw the last one, the people that stuck in for the last one, if y'all saw the last video, I asked y'all last video. I said, I think Biden's in trouble. And people looked at me and said, "Why? Why do you think Biden's in trouble, King? Why? What's your point or what's your rationale of saying you think Biden was in trouble?" It's like you don't like Biden, you don't want to, you're not voting for Biden. I ain't telling y'all who I'm voting for right now. I'll let you know closer to November. But I said, I think Biden is in trouble. I said, because anytime you have someone that's running and they have moral hits like this, Biden should be up by double digits. It should not be close, right? We literally got Donald Trump sitting here right now that's being convicted of paying hush money to a prostitute / porn star, right? And also running slumlords, allegedly running slumlords, well, we can say convicted and running slumlords and paying hush money and doing some underhanded things morally. And Biden, in some instances, in some polls, is barely ahead. In other polls, he's losing. And Trump has been on trial this whole time. So I'm like, wait a minute now. If the man is running and he's known to sleep with a prostitute before the first election, and he's on trial for several cases now, you should be up by oh my God, you should be up at least by double digits. Quadruple this. And as much as if you love Biden, that's cool. I ain't got nothing against you loving Biden. If you love Trump, that's cool. But y'all got to realize, if you're a Biden supporter, you have to sit there and honestly sit there and look and take inventory and say, hey, how the heck are we only up by a point or two in certain polls? And how are we down in other polls in this current situation? We have a sitting president, and we have a former president that was out with a prostitute. That was out with a prostitute knowingly and paid her. But that ain't really bad about paying hush money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want your business out the street. You know what I'm saying? If you got business in the street, you don't want your business out of the street. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you kick a little couple and be like, hey girl, keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? He kind of did like the Diddy. You know what Diddy thought he did with Cassie? He kept a little money and said, hey girl, hey. A few million, you know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth closed. Then the video drops inconspicuously, and then which we found out later that Cassie might have allegedly had the video, and it just kind of got to CNN. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, trying to cover it up, I ain't really all that against it. Like the people making it a big deal, like, oh, he tried to cover it up, and I was like, oh. He was sleeping with a prostitute and he's married. He's the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get over that hurdle first. Then we get to the cover up. You know what I'm saying? He's the president of the United States. He's sleeping with a prostitute. And y'all wasn't like, oh, no. He's sleeping with a prostitute and he's married and he's the president of the United States. Y'all like, oh, no. That's not the bad thing. The bad thing is, he paid money trying to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's cool. I understand. Be mad at what you want to be mad at. It's just that ain't really what I'm upset at. So I asked the person today, and I said, how is Biden only up by a couple of points? How is this happening? Trump is convicted, everything else. How is Biden only up by a few points and losing in some of the polls? And you know what she said? She said, King, it's a reflection of where community and people are right now. She's like, people are having trouble paying bills. Inflation is crazy. The housing market is out of whack. You know what I'm saying? People are really struggling right now. People are really struggling. And don't look at the stock market. When you look at the stock market is a facade. The stock market is literally a facade. And then all the stock market is doing great. Yeah, man, that's a facade. There's a facade. Go look at the day-to-day people and look how many people now have credit card debt. The article came out last week in the New York about the credit card debt that people were struggling with paying their credit cards. They were paying their mortgage, but they didn't have much more after paying their mortgage to be able to pay their credit cards, to be able to buy food, to be able to take care of their family. And when you're looking at the president sitting in office right now, it's like, yo, we understand Trump was out doing this thing and he paid some hush money. But, hey, I think it's a little bit more important in a lot of cases. I think it's a little bit more important for me to be able to fake by. Yeah, Trump has done some crazy stuff. But what's the economy doing? You know what I'm saying? What's the economy doing, right? Like, I work in music, and now they're saying sell, right, of your equipment. A lot of people are selling their equipment. I had a brother, and it broke my heart. And I almost like, yo, man, let me kick you a little something, whatever. He's like, man, I got to sell my stuff. I was like, why you selling stuff, man? I got bills. I said, and I was like, yo, let me see what I can do, blah, 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 blah. At the first of the, I said, when you need it? He said, I need it by the first. Like, bro, that's like tomorrow. He's like, but I got bills. And you have a lot of people that's in that position where they're selling their stuff, they're selling their properties, they're having to close down businesses. They're having to do all this stuff. They're getting in more debt. They're getting more credit card debt. And we always talk about, the Republicans always talk about trickle down. Ain't nothing trickling down. Ain't nothing trickling down. And, when we look at how much debt we're in, the trillions of dollars that we're in debt that we probably never pay off. But at the same time, we see all these things and we start to understand. And she's like, King, you got to understand. This is why he's still in it. This is why people are like, yeah, he did some whack. Yeah. But man, what is the current government doing for its people? What has Biden over the years? And I know a lot of Democrat and supporter. I'm gonna be fair. I'm keeping it fair. A lot of Democrats will say, "Hey, man, it's been Biden's economy has grown. We have more jobs. Blah blah blah." They paint the picture, but I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just a realist, and I have to tell you guys the truth. Whether you like it or you dislike it, or you with me or you with me, I'm gonna tell you honestly what I see. What I see is the perception in the country is that we're worse off economy wise. We're worse off with crime. We're worse off with, oh man, we ain't even gonna talk about having illegal aliens and immigrants coming in our country. We're worse off. We're less secure. Wars and everything else. All this stuff is piling up where we can sit there and say, dog, Trump was just legitimately convicted of 34 crimes. But we still probably vote for him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're like, he's still probably gonna be the president. You know what I'm saying? He's still probably gonna be our president, which looks horrible. And that's the thing I want to say too. Like, I know the Dems, some of the Dems are celebrating, and I've been sitting in the news where they're trying to keep the celebration, like, you know, they're trying to keep it within in the house, and they're trying to keep it on key and low key, the celebration on key, the low key. And the reason why they want to keep the celebration low key is because really, if you really, really think about it, it kind of makes the country look bad. If you really think about it, a former president that is convicted, we got him on trial, we got all this stuff going on. My question is this: even if we elect Trump, what type of and this is something Trump is going to legitimately have to do for, and this is Democrats. Now, see, I gave Trump, listen, last time Democrats, I gave the Republicans on how I would beat you. Yeah, I tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all, listen to me now. Democrats, I gave the Republicans the ingredients of how to beat you, right? And how they beat you is this. Listen, look at the economy, look at the housing market, look at immigration. Oh, immigration is horrible. Immigration, and go and have Trump sit there and say, "Hey, man, when I was in office, the economy was doing this thing, right?" And have Trump say, "Hey, when I was in office, I was talking about putting a wall up and saying immigration. This is not happening in immigration. We're not having illegal immigrants coming across the border until New York is crazy. That's why I'm laughing at New York. They're like, yo, we convicted Trump. I'm like, man, well, why are all the illegal immigrants you got in there? They carry weapons." You know what I'm saying? They got weapons. They carry weapons. Y'all think that's a good idea? I don't think that's a good idea for somebody to come from another country. We'd be like, oh yeah, here's a gun. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what we telling. That's basically what we telling illegal immigrants. We like, hey, here's a place for you to stay. We'll help you get a job. Matter of fact, here's a gun. Here are all the rights that we have. Here, you just have it, and you went through no process to get those rights. That's what, if I'm the Republican, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, hey, we're letting, and I'm using the worst of the worst. We're letting Pablo Escobar into the United States, and we say, here you go, Pablo. Here's a gun. You know what I'm saying? You can carry a gun. It's okay. It's okay, Pablo. You know? Come on, side stage. It's a gun, right? Right? This is what we say. That's what I would do if I'm the Republican Party. I'm sitting there saying, hey, it's three things, and then the kicker is this. Joe Biden is old. And we're like, nah, kid, we know. Okay, do you really, really, really want Joe Biden to get elected? Lord forbid he dies, or Lord forbid he's not able to basically run the presidential office. I'm harping home. Do you want Kamala Harris to be your president? And listen, even the AKAs are like, nah, we don't want that. We don't want Kamala Harris to be our president. You know what I'm saying? We don't care what kind of tucks and pearls she wear. Even the AKAs are like, ooh, no, we don't want that. The AKAs don't even want Kamala Harris to be that president. So that's what Republicans, that's what I'm on. I'm on, hey, by the way, Joe could die. You know what I'm saying? I got to teach you, that's my slogan. By the way, Joe could die. Do you want Kamala? Do you want Kamala? You know, do you want Kamala to be your next president? And because if we really think about it, and I know, wait, Dems, I got you. I'm going to shoot it straight down the middle. I got you, Dems. I'm coming right back. But if we really, really think about this, it really was Kamala Harris' issue to get the border situated. That was supposed to be her thing. And she bumped it up. They sent her back. Go look and read it for yourself. She bumped that up so bad. They sent her back. They're like, hell, you just come on back down here. You know what I'm saying? Just come back up here. You know what I'm saying? We'll find something else for you to do. They're like, y'all just come back up here. Yeah, it's just Kamala went down trying to do the border, and the borders got worse. They're like, you know what, man? Just come back to this. We'll find something. And these are the things that if I was the Republican Party, these are the things that I would definitely sit there and I would definitely harness on. And these are the things that I would run my thing: the economy, illegal aliens, and Joe Biden's age. Those are three things. I was right about the economy. The economy is better under me. I told y'all to put a wall up. And y'all was fighting me. Why we need a wall? A wall? Why we need a wall? I told y'all to put a wall up. Y'all didn't put a wall up. We're letting Pablo Escobar and his compadres into the United States, and we're giving them a gun. Say, hey, man, yeah, you got the same rights as the brother that's been here for 300 years. And, and we're going to give them jobs. Now, this is the crazy thing. People can't even get jobs. How your citizens are struggling to make bills meet. This is what gets me about our government. Because everybody say they love the people of the government. But we're sitting up here struggling. Because, a lot of people put on the facade that they're doing up there, they're looking well until we start looking at the numbers. Everybody's like, oh, we balling, we throwing money, especially in my community. We love trying to act like we got money until we start looking at the numbers. And when the numbers come out, it's like, wait a minute, everybody ain't got all that money they've been talking about. When the numbers drop, conversations change. When the stats drop, the stunting stops. And that's the issue that we're having right now. It's because when the numbers are dropping and we're seeing it and really looking at it at a microscope, and we're seeing, God almighty, people are struggling. People are having trouble feeding their families. People are being able to pay, they're barely able to pay their mortgage and put food on the table, but they're getting more debt to do it. They're having to go into their savings account to survive. They're having to do all these things. And all this is happening. These are people, but you got aliens that are coming in. They're getting free room and board. We're putting them in our system and let them work, and we're giving them weapons. That's Republicans. I'm fighting that to the dog because there ain't nothing they can say. They can't be like, oh no, we ain't doing that. Yeah, you can say yes, you are. They can. They will be like, hey, it ain't as bad as y'all painted it to be. But this is really the truth. And all the Republicans, I'm beating this down. There it was. And all these reasons are the reason why Joe Biden has either a slim margin or he's losing with his opponent. Basically, sleeping with a prostitute, paying hush money, and a slumlord, and we saying, dang, he still might be the best. Democrats, what would you do if you was a Democrat? I was like, hey man, look at this guy. You can trust him? He's out here sleeping with prostitutes. He's cheating on his wife. You know you're cheating on American people. He's a convicted felon. He's a convict. You want the convict? And this would be the big one. What type, and in the climate that we are with the wars and all the tensions that's going over in the Middle East and all the tensions that's going on across the world, the climate that we have to ask is, what type respect would Trump garner now that he's been convicted of these crimes? What type respect is he's going to garner towards the rest of the country, the rest of the world, as our leader? Because the rest of the world sit here and they're seeing this and they're saying, wow. And if we vote him as our president, what type respect, what type of moral standard can we as the American people, taught that king, what kind of moral standard as we as the American people can sit there and say, we have, the first thing they're going to say is, first thing, Russia, the first thing, China, the first thing they're going to say is, wait a minute, the person that you guys have elected to be the leader of your country is a convict. He's a felon. How can you guys legitimately try to put a moral standard on what we do when the person leading your country had extramarital affairs, was being convicted of hush money, and is convicted of all this stuff? Regardless if it's true or not. Y'all don't think these countries are going to say that? Y'all don't think Trump gets into a discussion? Because y'all know Trump like to talk that noise. And that's one of the reasons we like Trump. We like Trump because Trump sitting there saying, hey, man, say something you want to, we might come blow up your whole city. You know what I'm saying? We might come blow up on your city. We might come blow up on your city. But then the question is, okay, the person y'all got having the button, how morally right is it? So if I'm the Democrats, I'm saying, hey, look at the stock market. Look at the things we've done for, of course, go to your base, look at the things they've done for minorities. Look at how, the moral standard that they can have, which they, but that's what I play. And what would be Trump's, if you elect him president, what would be his reputation abroad? These are all the things that I would do. These are the two sides that I will play. And now let me put it in you guys. Let me ask you. You guys let me know. Do you think the conviction will affect Trump's chances in 2011? And if it does, how do we vote? How do we vote? How do we vote? Love Trump, hate Trump. Love Biden, hate Biden. You have to admit, if you're really being honest, this is one of the weakest presidential elections of our time. We really are choosing the lesser of two. And my question is, how do we? How do we? You might say, well, Biden, but you're looking at Biden's economy. Well, Biden's economy has not been great for the American people. But Trump's abroad, not great for the American people. We have to figure it out as a community, as people. We have to figure out which way we're gonna go, which way we want this country to go, who we want to represent us. And with that said, I am putting my name out there. I need all you guys to write in King David Jordan for president. I got some ideas. I got some ideas that can get the economy back right. Kind of some ideas to keep, to make some things happen, right? I'm gonna go straight down the middle. And that's really what we need. We need somebody that's going to be legitimately, can be respected abroad, that has some great ideas, that's not going to die tomorrow, hopefully. That's, that has some youthful enough to make great ideas, but old enough and wise enough to make good ideas, sound decisions. Right? That's what we need. Somebody's going to be stern, but fair. Somebody's going to come and have some type of insight and have some vision of what we need in the future. Because guess what, man? We got a lot of stuff that's going on that's very scary in the future. And we need people that are legitimately at least competent to deal with what's happening in the future. This AI thing, and I hadn't heard either side really deal with what we're gonna do about AI. And I know the tech industry's like, hey man, quick quiet. And I know, listen. I know the tech industries and the lobbyists for the tech industries are like, shh, hey, let's not. But I'm waiting for one of these candidates to legitimately give me a platform on what's going to happen with AI and what's going to be the oversight, what's going to who you're going to put over it, because that's one of the biggest and most dangerous, also one of the most lucrative and, and one of the most wonderful things that's happening, and it's happening expeditiously. It's happening at an alarming rate. We need someone in office that understands the power of it, that is quiet in the street and our advancement in the technology, but also has oversight that puts enough walls around it where it doesn't go, where it remains a tool and remains something to make life better and easier rather than becomes a threat. And I haven't heard Biden or Trump say much about that. And that's one of the biggest issues that's facing us in the next coming years. Because AI, robotics, all those things is going to affect jobs, it's going to affect the market, It's going to affect our safety and security. It's going to affect all those things. And I want to see who is responsible and who is ahead of the curve understanding, or who has people in that camp. Because I tell you all the time, listen to the nerds, right? Listen to the nerds. Like, I'm trying to get the nerds to adopt me into the nerd family. But listen to the nerds. You get what I'm saying? Because the nerds are going to tell you what's really going on in the future. The nerds are inventing and putting the things in the future. Think about it. Zuckerberg is a nerd. All right? Because what we try to do is we diss the nerds and try to listen to the cool people. They realize the cool people are kind of dumb. Like, they ain't really that smart. And they've been listening to the nerds too. Like, the cool people beat up the nerds, they get their homework done, they make it to the next grade. You know what I'm saying? You listen to the nerds. The nerds telling you, hey, this is technology. Listen to Terrence Howard. No, I'm just joking. I got jokes about Terrence. Hey, man. The physics got it wrong, man. One times one is two, man. I'm just joking. Whip that. I'm just playing. All right, but yo, I thought it was an interesting. Joe Rogan and Terrence Howard. That was a very interesting conversation. Very interesting. That was a really fulfilling 3 hours of my life that I sat there and watched all that. I watched the whole thing. I was like, oh, this is kind of fascinating. But I'm kind of I sleep watching like Degrassi and watching stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I go to sleep on YouTube with my playlist playing Degrassi and technology and science and stuff like that, because it's intriguing. But we haven't heard a lot said from either camp about what they're gonna do with AI technology. Trump says, "Hey, I put a wall up," but what are you gonna do really about what's happening with the illegal immigrants? Biden, are you gonna change some policies, or you gonna implement something to kind of get this under control, because it's becoming an issue? I understand it's cheap labor for a lot of people and different things of that nature, but I'm not even saying kick the people out. I'm just saying what is going to be the process or the pathway to citizenship. And that's the issue that a lot of people are having, is that, hey, we're allowing people into the country and they're not going through the process, the pathway to become citizens, right? And that's the only way we can do it and not be hypocrites. All right. So that's the only way we can do it and not be hypocrites. You got to legitimately have a pathway to citizenship to say, hey, this is the pathway to citizenship. And you do not get all of the perks of being a U.S. citizen without being a U.S. citizen, without completing the pathway that we have set for you guys to do that. Because it has to be some type of differentiation to say, okay, all right, this is what they have to do. They're here, cool. All right, now let's make sure we put them in the right position to be successful, but understand they have to go through this pathway of citizenship and have a time frame to say, hey, if they don't meet this, they don't meet these guidelines within if they don't meet this within the time frame of the guidelines, I'm sorry, we got to get. That's only fair, guys. It's only fair. And these are the things that people. How are we going to turn the economy around and get people back in jobs? How are we going to turn the economy around and deal with the inflation that's out of pocket? All these questions are questions why Donald Trump even been convicted, and all the news that happened today, and CNN and CSNBC and Fox and everybody saying this is still the reason why he's still in the game. They asked the question. They said, "Does it really?" And I'm gonna ask you guys. Y'all let me know. Do you really care, Trump, because of these things with Trump? Does it really matter? Does it really matter? He's convicted of all this stuff. Does it? Mm. Or what's happening within your household? What's happening in your community? What's happening in your streets, and what's happening in our country? What's happening in our states? Is this going to be an election about moral standards, or is this going to be an election about economics, AI, technology, future? That's what you guys have to decide, and that's what you guys have to decide. Either way, this is so interesting. I'm having so much fun with this. I was like, hey, I appreciate. No, we got 64 people at 1:30. But I appreciate everybody watching this right now. Listen, this is. I'm having so much fun with this. It's crazy. This is like Busty TV. Who needs? I told my wife the other day. I said I don't even need to watch whatever you gonna watch on Tubi. I said the real life is more exciting than what's going on. This is like it's outrage. This is like top entertainment. We could write these stories. Like years from now, people are gonna be sitting on if they still have Netflix and things like that. Years from now, 20 years, people gonna be sitting like, hey, that really happened for real. Trump really got convicted in 34. he's really a felony. He won the presidency. And I already heard certain certain people already saying that they the fact that he got convicted of these felons made him more presidential to him, made him more a better candidate. They're like, man, who's that? Academics, DJ Academics already talking about, hey man, actually, would you expect this for DJ Academics to say something like this? Like, oh man, Trump got convicted. I think it really makes me want to vote for him. I like, yeah, you respect that for you. Academics never respect. We respect anything different. But there's a lot of people that feel that way. They be like, all right, cool. You got some street cred. You got some street cred. I think that's utterly ridiculous, but hey, at the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I guess he gets to see another facet of the walk of life. But that's crazy. But you got some people that say, hey, it makes it more relatable. That's sad that you got to be a convict to become more relatable. Though. God almighty. I gotta go. You're like, man, I relate to him more. That joker's a convict. He's a felon. He's a felon. He's more relatable. I can relate to him. He went to jail just like I did. You know what I'm saying? Trump would not go to jail, guys. But 9 times out of 10, this is kind of like Jonathan Majors. You know, they made all that big deal about Jonathan Majors. It was like at the end of the day, we was like, yo, it's a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a misdemeanor. Like when we saw the video, we was like, oh, he really didn't beat her. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of was like, yo, get off me. Get off me. Right? And he just, he got to put it, it's like, yo, it's a misdemeanor. Yo, why y'all acting like this OJ? You know what I'm saying? Nobody died. You know? It's like it's a mystery. These are a whole bunch of mysteries that because of where it was, they turned him to felonies, right? Now they're saying that he could do up to 4 years of jail, but he probably won't because he has a clean record. And he'll probably end up just doing probation and pay a fine, right? And that's probably what it is. And it's like, cool. You know, probation, pay a fine. Now, if he goes to jail, now this opens up a whole different dialogue, right? Now, the judge is smart. And listen, and I heard the judge is already getting kind of death threats and stuff like that. Now, y'all need to stop that. Just stop that. The man ain't doing nothing but doing his job, right? But it's funny, though. But, hey, I do have jokes. Because if the judge mess around and say, hey, man, we're going to give Trump 30, 60 days in prison, 60 days in jail to go along with these fines, you know what I'm saying? Just teach him a lesson. Boy. Now, that's when stuff going to get real interesting. That's when stuff going to get fun. Now that's what I'm gonna have a feel. And Trump, did they come in July and say Trump go to jail? Oh my Lord. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord. Oh, that's when. Listen, guys. Yeah, that's when y'all need to buckle up. You know what I'm saying? And Trump, I don't think he's gonna do it in jail time. I think they'll do a fine. They'll put him on probation. You know what I'm saying? But if Trump goes to jail, oh man, all hell gonna break loose. You know what I'm telling y'all? Listen, that's when y'all really gotta start being scared is if the Trump goes to jail. Trump got this. Hey, this judge right here. This is interesting. I really want him to do it. I want him to say, hey, we're gonna give Trump 60 days. Hey, I just want to see if he's gonna do it. I hope you guys like me, man. Like, I just want to see if he's gonna actually got the guts and the coolness to be like, hey, man, let's make this interesting. We're gonna get the former president, the former the former president and the Republican nominee for the president of the United States in 2024 of the year of the election. We're gonna give him 60 days. That would be, I'm talking about that would be, you know what I'm saying? That would be something to behold. That would be something to behold, right? That would be something. Like, we all don't think it's gonna happen, but it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. And that's the thing that everybody's going to be talking about for the next month. Like, yo, what if Trump goes to jail? Because y'all remember when Jonathan Majors was going through there, like, Jonathan Majors going to go to jail. Like, he can serve up to, they kept saying, serve up to a year in prison. I was like, for a misdemeanor? Like, he ain't got no record? How? Man, this is fine. Get this over with, let that man go back and play Kane. right? But you know what I'm saying? They made it such a big deal. That's like, he could do what he did. Shit. Man, hey, listen, they say Trump can do 4 years, up to 4 years in jail. And I'm like, okay, this would be fun. This would be fun. Like, and then they were saying, like, if they did give him jail time, he had to go instantly. It'd be at Rutgers. Oh man, that would be. Hey, listen, that would be the funniest. Listen, dog, if they sent Trump to Rutgers, that would be like some of the funniest thing. Hey, listen, man, I got like a whole comedy routine of Trump going to Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? That's where things will blow up, and that's the things will be like, okay, all right, now, but then too, we have to look at Smoking Joe and say, Joe, President Biden, now, hey man, if this man go to jail for 36 days and you still can't beat him, that means that your legacy as president is really, really bad, really, 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 really bad. You know what I'm saying? That man that went to prison. If you don't went to prison, if you don't went to jail, he's not gonna go to prison. So if you're gonna go to jail for 60 days, 30 days, or however long, and you still can't win the presidency, that means that you in Jimmy Carter territory. They really gonna start to consider you might be like one of the worst presidents of all time. You know what I'm saying? So Biden, listen, yeah, hey, this is where everything really, really starts to hit the fan, and really, really is interesting. Because if they give Trump time, man, hey, listen, man, I don't know. I might do a show with my shirt off. You know what I'm saying? I might go, it might be on about they get Trump time. Not because I want him to go to jail, but I kind of want him to go to jail just to see how this thing will play out. You know what I'm saying? Just see how he reacts. You know what I'm saying? You know, because y'all see the mugshot when he had the nice mugshot. I really want to see Trump in the jumpsuit. Like, that'll be that. I probably will vote for Trump there because I'm like, hey, I can relate. Now I can relate. He really did some times, some hard times. You know what I'm saying? I can relate. You know, but it's gonna be fun, guys. I'm having fun with it. It's interesting. It's serious, but at the same time, we gotta find the joy in it. It's very serious, but we gotta find joy. It's a very serious situation. These the accusations, you know. But hey, and I do think it is a political game this week. It's definitely politics, man. Definitely politics. Even everything that's happening right now is political. That's what I said. I wouldn't be shocked that the judge, you know, they shot the judge a couple of dollars on the stage to be like, hey, you know, give him a couple days. Give him 36 days. You know what I'm saying? Keep it fair. Keep it fair. Give him 30 days. And then he go July 11th, 30 days. It'll be out, August. You know what I'm saying? He still have a couple months to do some get out there and do some campaigning. You know, give him 30 days. Now 60 days, then you know, if they give him 60 days, he got to go. He got to serve right now. Then you know it's a witch hunt. Like, then I have to be in Trump. I got to be in Trump then. They give him 60 days, 60 or 120. Oh, then it's a witch hunt. Then it's like, okay, all right. Now we know it's politically motivated. We know that this is a setup from the jump. You know what I'm saying? All of it changed. But they give him 30 days. Oh, man, I appreciate it. I'll be like, yo, okay. All right. I'll be like, yeah, that's kind of fair. You know? You know what I'm saying? 30 days fine. Probation. You know what I'm saying? Then Trump, they treat Trump like a black man. Trump would relate to you at that point in time. At that point in time, they give you 30 days probation and then let you out of good behavior. Hey, man, then you be treated like a brother. Like, you really can't relate. Then you really can get the black vote. Because, you know what I'm saying? This all goes down. Because you've been politically profiled. Not racially, but politically profiled. And they went back and got you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody said that it's not going to happen. But if it does, it's going to be some fun times. Listen, it's your boy King Joe. I hope you guys, thank you guys, man. We got like 70, oh man, it's 1 o'clock on the East Coast and everybody's still rocking with it. Tell everybody we on.
Stay get down.
We're going to come back. Let's talk about Bullied. Let's do the Caitlin Clark thing. Let's talk about my issue with
Stay get down.
Caitlin Clark. They lost again. They got beat again. But the interesting thing happened when Caitlin Clark was either about to throw them hands or get them hands thrown on her.
Stay get down.
And I'm going to tell y'all why I didn't like it.
Stay get
And
down.
it kind of tells them why the reason some people think, you know,
Stay get down.
it shouldn't have happened. We'll be back right here.
Stay get down.
The King Nation.
the Wild Wild West. There were no more rules. Y'all said we make our own rules. Some of y'all wanted me to leave, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't going nowhere. It was just a prolonged absence. So let me tell you how I really feel about you. I really feel like you.
Du jour by King David Jordan.
Now watch this. This is crazy. Watch. Tomorrow, this is down. This is down. This is crazy. Y'all better wake up.
About the same size.
Y'all got Jackie Chan in there presenting these. That's not Jackie Chan. I'm just being funny.
Well, I think we have some special guests. Do we?
Watch this. You see, the stuff we see in the movies is coming to pass. It's not, listen, guys, it's not a game. If you're not paying attention to this, you might need to. Star Wars is coming. What in the 3PO? Oh my God.
Hey guys. So I understand you guys are powered by Jetson.
Now look at the other robots.
They're powered by Jetsons.
They waving at like
Little Jetson robots. Ladies and gentlemen, this is orange, and this is the famous green. They are the BDX robots of Disney. Come on, you guys, let's wrap up. Let's go.
Now watch what happens.
5 things. Where are you going?
They're not listening to him.
I sit right here.
One did.
Don't be afraid. Come here, Green. Hurry up.
One came.
What are you saying? It's not time to eat.
He is scanning him.
I'll give you a snack in a moment. Let me finish up real quick. Come on, Green, hurry up. Stop
He scanned him. Did
wasting
y'all see
time.
that? And I'm not, this is not a conspiracy
This
theory.
is what we announced to you today.
And Green did not come, right? Green never came. Now I'll try to show you guys that if that's not scary to you, I don't know what is. Everybody, and listen, that's scary to me because guess what? Green is already like, nah, I ain't coming. I'm good. I'm sitting right here. The little orange came, but this is the future, guys. This is where we are right now. It's not a game. This is legitimately where we are right now when we're talking about AI, when we're talking about artificial intelligence. The future is here. They're presenting that stuff right now as we speak. And if you're not on board or you're not caught up, you're going to be left behind because we get ready to go to the space age. There's Star Wars going on. SpaceX, Star Wars, all this stuff is going on together. Oh yeah, we building numbers, man. Make sure y'all call everybody. Let them know, hey, KD's on. You want to hear what he got to say? We're talking about Katie Clark. Our favorite girl. Our favorite young lady, Caitlin. Our favorite young lady, Caitlin Clark. Now, if y'all didn't see, let's see, can we play that? Do we have what happened? Do we have the what happened today and what I didn't like? All right, play the Caitlin. Now, Caitlin Clark. Now Caitlin Clark has legitimately come in and really came in and taken up the lead by storm, right? But her team is struggling. Her team is struggling really bad. Now, last time we talked about how Trump felt like he was being bullied by the establishment. But when I look at Caitlin Clark is literally being bullied. Like, Caitlin Clark is being bullied right now. And her team just lost again tonight. Pretty much so. The NBA Fever recently made headlines during a tense game against the Seattle Storm. They fall to 1-7. Caitlin had a strong game, 20 points, 9 rebounds, and an assist, and a block. But she did, again, have a high turnover rate. But the team falls to 1-7. And There's been many headlines of what's been wrong with the Fever this year and what's been wrong with Caitlin Clark. But the truth be told is, Caitlin Clark is really being bullied. And if you guys didn't see what happened and what's been happening to Caitlin Clark this year, can we do a quick video montage of what happened to Caitlin Clark this year? Let's do a quick video. Here's a quick video montage of what's been happening with Caitlin Clark. Hit it with a quick video montage. Let's go. Of what's been happening with Caitlin Clark this year. I've been beating Caitlin Clark down. And she's been beat down. And it happened again today. Tonight she hit a long three. And then Caitlin had a altercation with, what's her name? Vivian? What's the girl name? What's the LA? Vivian Vincent, something like that. She's a former Fever player. So she formerly played with Indiana. And hold on, let me see if I can find the girl's name. Caitlin. Let's see if we can find who it was that she was actually going against. Is my camera sticking? Let me see. All right, let me see. This is my camera's kind of sticking right. All right, let me see what we got here. All right, there we go. Okay, so we pretty much had a situation where Caitlin was going through some stuff and actually having some situations happening to her that that's been going on all season. And she got into a little, it didn't go all the way. It didn't go all the way, but it was a little bit of a heat. She got into with Victoria Vivens, and both of them received technical fouls because of what happened. And what happened was Caitlin hit a long three. And after she hit a long three, Vivian kind of had some words for her. And she bumped into Vivian. And once she bumped into her, they broke it up. Now, I want to show you something. And I'm going to tell you the issue. I'm going to show you the issue that's going on right now with Caitlin Clark. Right? This is the issue. I'm going to show you the issue, not only with Caitlin Clark, but with the Indiana Fever. Right? This is the issue. I'm going to show you something. And I'm going to make a statement. And y'all going to think I'm crazy when I make the statement I'm going to make. But it's going to make perfect sense once I show you what happened. Okay? So once I show you exactly the film, it's going to make perfect sense once I show you exactly what happened. Hold on. Let me show you exactly what happened. Do we have the tape of what exactly happened? Okay. So they say we do have the tape. So let's see if we can get to the scene and we can show you guys exactly what happened. And it was crazy. It's crazy. So Caitlin hits the three. Before we get it set up, I'll go ahead and kind of walk you guys through it. Caitlin hits the three, and when she hits the three, our lady said something. Now, that was all cool. I was like, all right, cool. Understood. Great. Hit a three. They got beef. All right, cool. No problem. It is what it is. Right? It's only 10 seconds in. But that 10 seconds is a microcosm of what's been going on so far this year in the WNBA with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. We can get it to play. We'll try to get it to play here. Indiana Fever and what's been going on with the Indiana Fever. And we've seen, I just showed the montage of Caitlin Clark getting hit and beat on, all those things happening. And the question is why? And how can we stop it? That's the real question is, how can we stop it? We know it's happening, but how can we stop it? And the way that we can stop it is, they're still trying. It's almost cute. Do we have it cute? Hold on. Let's see. Is it on my end or your end? Let's see if it loads. It may load, it may not. Trying to see if it loads. We might just have to play it. Might have to just share the screen and play it with you guys from the screen. All right, here it is. Oh. All right, but anyway, Caitlin was going through a situation where she had where she got into it, she hit a three, and then she got bumped by a larger, much larger woman than Caitlin. a much larger woman. She's put it how you want to play. She's a much bigger woman. Okay, much bigger woman. And while she's doing this, while she's going through this situation, And you guys can go see it on the video. Do we have it? We don't have it. We still don't have it. Okay, come on. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my screen, and we can share my screen and we can see it there. Caitlin Clark. Scuffle. All right, so let's see if we can see it on my. Okay, all right. I'll play it on my screen since y'all have an issue joining on there. Let me play it on mine. All right, so here we go. We're gonna play it on my screen. Hopefully, you guys can see this. All right, so this is what happens. I know y'all can hear it. Hold on, let's go here.
And again.
So when Caitlin goes off the ball, typically she comes off a stagger on the weak side, but she comes off a pin down here, wide open.
Right, so you guys have it. All right, so let's rewind it.
Something tells me that she's going to be setting her own record.
Now, here you got Curry Clark. Now, it seems like it's good. Like, you know, it seems like that's what we want
goes off the ball, typically she comes off a stagger.
That's what it seems. It seems like that's what we definitely want to happen in this situation. All right, I showed you guys earlier about what happened with Caitlin Clark, right? So I showed you guys earlier. I legitimately said, okay, cool. This is what happened. They jumped on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark almost throws some hands with the girl, right? And y'all saw she's smiling and she's laughing. And this is a microcosm of the season. And this is why there are certain people and certain fans of Caitlin Clark that's saying, okay, all right, we feel like the hit's in on Caitlin, right? Because all those fouls that we showed earlier on Caitlin Clark, all those beatings that she took in that clip, none of those were fouls. 0% were fouls. And I think Caitlin is starting to hear and starting to notice, like, wait a minute now. I'm not getting none of these calls, and I'm getting out here getting abused. I'm getting beat down. And I'm not getting any of these calls. So I've got to give. Right? So y'all going to see Psycho Caitlin. But this is my issue. And this is what I said. People talked about Coach Sides, who last game they were up. She took Caitlin Carter out for about 4 minutes, and then they lost. And I think Coach Sides the game. And then we're going to talk about Coach Sides a little bit. I think she was being a little extra this game. Well, I'll tell you why in a second. She's been a little extra. But she's in kind of she's in the territory where she's in a lose-lose. Either way, what she does, she's in a lose-lose. But this is the thing. I'll tell you guys, this is what Caitlin Clark needs. And this is why I'm disappointed in Leah Boston and Smith, who had a pretty good game tonight. But this is why I'm disappointed in both of them. Caitlin Clark has been taking a beating from opposing teams. And her teammates has done nothing. 0%. 0%. You know what Caitlin Clark needs? Caitlin Clark needs Draymond Green to come on a basketball team. You know what I'm saying? You know, Caitlin Clark needs Diddy Rock. They ain't gonna need somebody, a Bill Laimbeer. You know, that's what Caitlin Clark needs an enforcer on her team. All right? Because what's happening is people coming down and they're beating up Caitlin Clark, and her teammates is grabbing her. And what it should be is this. When what was her name? Vivian Vivens. When Vivens got in her face and was talking, yapping, and talking, what Aaliyah Boston should have done was come and push the girl in the back and be like, hey, girl, get off my girl. Knock if you buck. That's what I'm saying. Like, Aaliyah Boston should have came out there and said, hey, man, touch you want to is going down. All right? Tell you what you was going down. Hey, Smith, they're bigger than Caitlin. Because guess what? Caitlin is the money. Because Caitlin is Curry. See, you can't come down there and just clothesline Steph Curry. Because Draymond coming. Right? Draymond coming. You clothesline Steph, Draymond coming. You clothesline Jordan. Y'all remember Chicago? Chicago had those teams, and they won. They had the Jordan rules. Right? They had the Jordan rules, and when they had the Jordan rules, they would come down to Detroit. You just come down and beat Michael. They just like beat him down. Like beat him down. Right? So the league had to make some rules against it. They say, hey, these flagrants, we get you out of the game, blah, 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 blah. But then also Chicago started fighting. Scotty started getting up. Bill Cartwright started getting up. Horace Grant started getting up. And they're like, man, you hit me again. Hey, we gonna go. Y'all know Horace Grant family knew karate. They knew like the real stuff. You know, they knew MMA. Horace Grant, they was getting up. All those people was doing this stuff, right? And at the end of the day, nobody was legitimately playing around with these guys because, hey, if you did it, there's a chance you're gonna catch something. Right? But look at this picture here. Y'all see Vivians or whatever her name is from Seattle. She's smiling at Caitlin. And look at what Aaliyah Boston is doing. She's holding Caitlin. Aaliyah Boston, you were supposed to be in her face talking noise for Caitlin. But like, hey, I will bow you in your mouth. Run up on her again, I got you. The whole team should have ran up and be like, hey, we got you. We got to knuckle you butt. And see, the thing is, the WNBA, that's why a lot of people are saying that the WNBA is in cahoots against Caitlin Clark, is because we see stuff like this happening, and we say, hey, man, if this was going on in the NBA, it'll be a fight. If Caitlin Clark was getting fouled like she's getting fouled in the season, it would be a fight. Somebody getting whipped. And Aaliyah Boston, let's keep it honest. I hate to pick on her because, she's going through withdrawal and, she feel like everybody's already picking on her. And I hate to pick on Aaliyah. I'm not trying to pick on you, Aaliyah, but I'm picking on her. Hey, man, you're not playing that well anyway. You can take a couple games off. You can throw a punch and take a couple games off. Just to send a message to the rest of the league. Y'all mess with this one. We going at your day. We're going at your day. Y'all come through and y'all here that you want to. We going. That is because people, y'all don't Steph will be hot dogging between the legs, behind the back. You know what I'm saying? He, do the sleeper motions after he hit the three. He dancing. You know what I'm saying? Do all this stuff out there. And ain't nobody touching Steph. Ain't nobody touching. It ain't because they think Steph can beat them, because they see Draymond. They see Draymond out there. It ain't touching Steph, not because they don't think they can beat Steph. But they know they're going to have problems with Draymond. They know they're going to have problems. And see, Caitlin Clark is not Charles Barkley that go out there and beat you by himself, right? And then if you look at the great teams, majority of all the great teams had enforcers. They had people to protect the stars. You had the stars that was the money makers that was out there doing their thing. Then you had an enforcer. The Lakers, their enforcer just happened to be one of the best players, the dominant players in the league. You wasn't jumping on the Laker without Shaq coming and pushing you in the back. You were going to do that? You fire Kobe and Kobe the air you want to. These are coming. The only person that did that to Kobe was Chris Childs. And then he had double Kobe up so quick. We didn't know what was happening. Didn't nobody know what was happening. He had already hit Kobe like 3 times. Yeah, 2 times. Yeah, I already gave him 2-piece before we even knew what was happening. Oh, it's like they fighting. You know what I'm saying? Chris Childs already, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they fighting. But I don't know they fighting. But, Chris Childs already got the blitz in. But that's the thing. I don't understand what Aaliyah Boston was doing. Aaliyah Boston coming out there grabbing Caitlin. And I'm like, no. You grabbing the wrong one. You grabbing the wrong one. You need to be grabbing Vivian. And talking noise, getting in her face. Like, hey, nah, you ain't touching my team like that's my team. Because that's your team. You worry about her. No, don't get it. No, Aaliyah. Go at Vivian. You go get it in. You go handle it. You're right. We don't want Caitlin out the game. So we need one of y'all to step up and take that lit for us. That's what we need. And that's what Caitlin needs. Caitlin needs an enforcer. Indiana needs an enforcer. Because they be going up doing little layups in the line. The team tonight, they was picking on Caitlin the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Seattle just picking on Caitlin the whole game. Then they get wide open layups. All that was going down. And they was just like, oh, let's run back down the court and score. No, go clothesline somebody. You know what I'm saying? No. You're not just going through the paint. You're not just going to go through the paint. I mean, they said hard pits on Caitlin. They clotheslining her out the sky. They hitting her in the back. All this stuff. And Caitlin like, man, they fouling her and the rest ain't calling it. Go out there and clothesline somebody. Pull somebody in the face and make the ref be like, hey, man, we're going to give you a 10. Okay, cool. But you're going to start. You're going to call it both ways. But this goes back to a couple of things. Are they in cahoots against Caitlin? We don't know. But what we do know is that something has to change. And I'm telling y'all, if Indiana gets a legitimate enforcer. And you come in there and talk that noise if you want to. And she gonna bow you in the mouth. Watch how I change everything for Caitlin. They get a legitimate person that sets solid screens. Right? I saw them run the double screen, the high double screen, and roll with Caitlin, and neither one of them hit anybody. He was sad. Like, nobody, they just ran right past it, was right there still with Caitlin. I was like, girl, now when Caitlin, who was that? They ran the screen and knocked Caitlin to the ground. They gonna say screens on Caitlin all day. You got a foul or two. Go get him, take a flagrant. Go ahead and set the precedent that we're going to be one of the toughest teams in the WNBA. But you're not going to just beat her and bully our star. And right now, what the Indiana Fever has allowed other teams to do is beat up and bully Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin's sitting there like, man, oh my God. Ain't nobody been willing to say, hey, man, we're going to start a fight. You clothesline Kate, we come and clothesline you. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. And that's what's missing in Indiana right at this moment. I said that watch the game. I'm like, dog. Caitlin gets into it, and I'm looking at him, and I see Aaliyah Boston and Smith, two of the biggest girls on the court. I'm gonna grab Caitlin. I'm like, that's a girl. That's when you know you have a team and you have camaraderie. Because you're not just going to let somebody do something to my player. But that also has to do with coaching, because the attitude comes from the coach. And y'all remember last game when Caitlin got the tech, what the coach said? Oh, she should be getting the tech. Leave it up to me. Christy Sides? She should be leaving it up to me to get the tech. And then tonight, you know, because she heard the whispers say, hey, you guys was winning, and you put Caitlin on the bench for 5 minutes, and you guys was dying by, he's dying by double digits. So what does Christy Sides do? Caitlin gets a kind of a ticky-tack foul. It was a foul. It was definitely a foul. It was a tic-tac foul. And then Christy Sides goes out and says, oh, I'm going to get a technical. It was so forced. I was like, I didn't even believe that she was mad. She was clapping at the ref. Hey. No, Christy Sides, you want us to believe? Throw a chair like Bobby Knight. You want us to believe that you're mad about how they doing your superstar? Say something in the press conference. I mean, God, they just keep following her. We can't get a call. They can't say, well, take the. I know y'all don't get paid that much. I know them fines hurt. I know y'all ain't like the NBA. They got millions, and them fines be like, ties. J-Mo was crying like, man, they took $100,000 from me. J-Mo, that's ties, man. You know what I'm saying? You can pay that to the jerk. Saying it's going to a good call, right? It's going to a good call. But at the same time, what Caitlin Clark needs is an enforcer. She needs a tough young lady to get there and put somebody on their rear end. You come in there for a layup, we're gonna clothesline you. You know what I'm saying? You come in there, you try to be pretty, you hit our girl, we're coming at you, we're gonna hit you 3 times. She shouldn't have to fight by herself. And in the fight, you should definitely ain't running up to Caitlin Clark and when she's in it, and then gonna hold and grab Caitlin. And look at her, she's smiling. Look now, she's smiling. Look at her right there. She's smiling at her. She had a player smiling. And Aaliyah Boston got more aggression towards Caitlin than she do towards the girl that's smiling and Caitlin get into it with. Oh yeah, I'm definitely thinking Aaliyah Boston selling. She's definitely selling. Definitely selling. Definitely selling. You gotta be a little bit tougher than that, Aaliyah. Smith, I'm disappointed you too, Smith. I thought you was a rough rider. Smith, you should came and bowled the girl in the back of the head. I'm trying to help y'all win some game. You know what I'm saying? Christy Sides ain't gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell you how to get it done. Stop all that. To get Caitlin going, hey, both somebody in the back of the head. saying? If they fire Caitlin Hart, she go through there, they fire Caitlin Hart, go out there, throw a ball in the back of the head. When they come down the court, whoever fired it, just as soon as somebody goes try to shoot the ball, just go ahead and try to destroy her. Don't try to hurt them, but try to hurt. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to get injured, but you want to hurt them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be out the games, but you want them to feel it. Let's let them know. I used to play basketball, but me and my dad used to play basketball, right? We used to have wars, right? And I had got where I had got a little bit taller than my dad, and my dad used to come up and he used to shoot a little ball in my back. Boom. What are you doing? I'm your son. He's like, I just want you to feel me. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to feel me. Just to feel me, let you know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Just to feel me. And that's what the Indiana Fever got to do. They got to go in there. Somebody go against Caitlin Clark. They try to hit Caitlin Clark. Hey, listen, blow him in the face. Take one for the team. They go ahead and take an injection. You know, like the girl did Adrian Reese the other day. Adrian Reese talking that noise. They say, you know, she got back clothesline. Adrian Reese didn't say nothing. The rest of the game, they lost. They lost the game. Chicago lost. Listen, man, go out there and clothesline somebody. Go out there, I'm telling you, be physical. Let them know we ain't taking no mess. And if you mess with the star on the team or anybody else on our team, we going for your neck. We coming. Because right now you 1-7. The season is going by very quickly. And let me say this too. The people are starting to be like, man, what's going on? And we see Caitlin averaging 18, 6, and 5, and her team is 1-7. All right. And we already called for Christian Side's job. And the only reason I'm giving Christian Side, I ain't saying she should be gone, is because the WNBA ain't right with the schedule. The schedule has been been playing like all these games back to back to back to back to back. Like in a certain amount of days, they didn't even have a chance to practice. All right. Caitlin Clark had 30 points. The one time she had a couple of nights to rest. And everybody's like, oh, Caitlin, she ain't as good as I'm like, man, that girl tired. That girl been at it since the final. That girl been at it since the college playoffs, the Sweet 16, conference championship. She been playing 40 minutes a night. Sweet 16, college championship, Final Four, the finals. 2 weeks, then she's drafted. We got a month later, training camp, first game, preseason. Playing the games, 40 minutes a game. So it ain't like she had like a break or something to catch her breath. But when she finally got a couple of days to get some rest, what happens? She goes out and scores 30. They still lose because the coach take out the game, but you know what I'm saying? She scores 30. Kaylee got to work on the turnovers. She sees stuff. This is the thing. This is why people don't like Caitlin, but this is why I like it. Right? If you know sports, you know basketball. She sees stuff before it happens, and that's what gets her in trouble a lot of times. A lot of times she's making passes of where she thinks the player should go, and the player's not reacting fast. She's making passes where she thinks the player is, and she's like, okay, like tonight, she had a dime when she threw the ball down the court to Mitchell. Mitchell caught it, and Mitchell had to run up under. It's like she's throwing passes like a quarterback that has a fast receiver. When he throws it up, and you allow the receiver to run up and go catch it. And she's doing that, and it's causing some turnovers because the teams are not running. The team isn't running and getting under the ball, and they're getting their hands on it, but the car ain't catching it. So I blame Caitlin for that, but then I also blame the teammate for dropping the ball too. She has to do that. And tonight they really exposed her defensive prowess tonight because all they did was ran they just ran a reverse pivot and put Caitlin out there on that island. Whoever Caitlin was guarding out there on the island, they ran a reverse pivot, and guess what? They soloed Caitlin. They went directly at her. The rotation was slow, and guess what? They was getting layups and easy shots. That's coaching. Coaching has to see, hey man, they're exposing Caitlin out there. Get her some help out there, and when they got her on the island, instantly either you got to bum rush it with a double team, or you got to switch it. But it's hard to switch because they're not running the pick. They just running around, and she's out there on the island. Or you got to put on the ball. You got to put on the ball handler. She's a point. Let her play the ball handler. They was getting layup after layup after layup after layup after layup, running the same thing, putting Caitlin on the island, and then going straight to the bucket and getting points. Christy Size got to see that. You don't have coach. It's very seldom they catch Golden State. Shoot, that's LeBron. That's why LeBron didn't win the championship against Golden State. They kept catching the switch with Steph on LeBron, and it was like, oh, we going to work. We going to work. Next year, Curry was like, hey, man, we got KD. Y'all see we got KD. We're gonna have a 7 foot in the lane. We're gonna 2 7 foot. So LeBron run it down, you're gonna run into that wall. But it has to happen. Now I'm saying this. Caitlin Clark needs some rough riders with her. Leah Boston is she's trying to make sure she be on ESPN again. Now recognizing, hey girl, this is how you ball. She trying to keep it real. Nah, we need somebody to go out there and punch somebody in the face. And look, Draymond has shown you that you can choke somebody, you can punch somebody in the face, you can do all that, and still make it to TV. You know what I'm saying? Still be on, and still be on inside the NBA. You can do all. I'm telling y'all, Aaliyah Boston, you can punch them, clothesline them, do what? They still gonna break your arm. They still gonna break your arm. They still gonna break your arm. You all right? They probably respect you more and have you come up like, hey, they've also played with attitude. You're the biggest thing on the court. You can't be soft. You can't be soft. That's the crazy thing. Caitlin Clark needs an enforcer. Think about all the great players. Think about all the great players. All the great players that played before. Think about who were the great players who they had as enforcers. All the great players. Jordan. Yeah, Ho Grant. Bill Cartwright. Then the next 3 years, who we had? Dennis Rodman. He had Dennis Rodman. The year he didn't have Ho Grant. Remember the year they lost, when Jordan them lost, and Horace Grant blocked Jordan's shot for Orlando to make it to the finals and get swept by Akeem, right? They didn't have an enforcer. They were too pretty. The Chicago was too pretty that year. Next year they came back, they had who? Dennis Rodman. Phil was like, hey, Jordan, you think we can make it work? He said, yeah, I think we can. Because people be like, oh, Jordan he was rusty. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing the way he was. He was a little rusty. But the real issue with what happened with Chicago that year was the fact that they didn't have rebounding, they didn't have interior rebounding, they didn't have anyone tough inside to get the job done. The decline of Golden State has been 2 people. Klay Thompson, who was a shutdown, on-ball defender, and then Draymond Green started getting older and being out of games, right? And when those things happen, guess what happened? They start going out. Because guess Steph can't do it by himself, all the other stuff. But as long as you got Dre sitting there, and he's one of the stalwart at defending, Hall of Fame defender, you got Klay out there, and he's shutting people down, and you can't double him because you got Klay out there shooting that thing, then you got a team. You got something. And I'm saying right now, listen to me now, get Caitlin Clark, get her in the force. Because what's happening is the league right now feels like you guys are soft. Y'all ain't going to do nothing. They feel like they can punk you. And so far, they've been right. They feel like they get out there, they're going to punk you. And so far, they've been right. But if you get somebody there and punch them in the face, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talk, Michael Tyson said, everybody talk till they get punched in the face. Everybody talk till they get punched in the face. You ever let them run up on Caitlin, and then you run back up on them. I ain't saying be dirty. I'm just saying be eye for an eye, 2 for 2. You know what I'm saying? The golden rule. You know what I'm saying? What you do to me, I'll do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that this ain't decided to be like Jesus turned on the cheek. I'm saying like, yo, we going back to the Old Testament. The golden rule. Run up there try to lay up on me, and Caitlin Clark get a layup, and you up there clothesline her. When you come back down, you best believe it's gonna be some problems. If we don't jump on you right then. If we don't jump on you right. I couldn't believe that. When I saw that, and we get ready to go, and I saw that Aaliyah Boston, and I saw Aaliyah Boston grab Caitlin, I was like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing? Like, if old girl wanted to swing on Caitlin, you already done took Caitlin out of the picture. You grabbing her arms, Caitlin down. You done helped out. You gotta look at everybody that like they're your ops. During the whistle, Aaliyah Boston, only people on your friend is the people with that fever jersey on. And they ain't got that fever jersey on, they're not your friend. Between the whistles. After the whistle, you go and you can check on them and apologize and say, hey man, I'm sorry for clothesline you out there. Are you all right, baby? I'm sorry for clothesline you out there. You know what I'm saying? They be like, well, why you do it? You should have hit Caitlyn. You know what I'm saying? you touched the wrong one. That's the golden child. You don't touch the golden child. And that's what the issue is. The Fever don't know that Caitlyn is the golden child. You got a lot of, and another thing is hard. I'm trying to get Christy's eyes back. I am so trying to get her back, but I can't. I mean, I sit there and watch the game, and I'm like, okay. How many times have the Fever had somebody that was smoking hot, and they done hit 2 threes in a row, and someone runs an isolation and turn around and shoot the ball, isolation, not the person that's hot, but another player that ain't touched the ball and ain't been shooting well goes to rise in isolation and try to get their own point and isolation basket. And you not sitting them down next to you. Right? And you not sitting them down. I don't understand that whatsoever. Was it like Katie Lou? Wasn't that Katie Lou tonight? Katie Lou was out there stroking that thing. Hit 3 threes in a row. 2 3 threes in a row. After she hit 2 in a row, she didn't get the ball back until later. And I'm looking at her like, what? Keep running the play. They're not stopping it. That's coaching. So everybody say, oh, y'all making excuses for Kate Clark. We're not making excuses for Kate Clark. We know that that's coaching. We know the game. And if you know the game, you know if somebody's hot, you keep feeding the ball. What happened when Luka was hot tonight? Kyrie Irving can get a bucket anytime he wants to, pretty much. When Luka was hot, guess what Kyrie Irving was doing? Here you go, Luka. That first quarter, man, Luka, go at it, man. Luka, hey, give him the ball. Everybody get out the way. Get the ball. Everybody get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball. Everybody get out the way. And that's what you guys have to do. You guys have to play that game like that. Who was it? Kelsey Mitchell? Was it Kelsey Mitchell? No, it wasn't Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell played well. Okay. She got to step up, too. She got to play better. Was one of them girls that came out there? Was it Katie Lou? Katie Lou came out there and was stroking that thing. No. Keep feeding her the ball. Keep feeding the ball till they make the adjustments. Guess what? When they make the adjustments, that means that somebody else is open. But somebody get a hold of Aaliyah Boston. Tell Aaliyah Boston, listen, man. Hey, we'll gladly take away those 11 points that you're giving us tonight. And sit down on the bench if we go clotheslines. If you go send a message, hey man, we'll take care of you. We appreciate. We'd rather you go send a message than give us those 11 points and a couple of rebounds. You go give us right now, because you ain't gonna score 30 or 25 or 26. We rather if you gonna be Draymond Green, be Draymond. You know what I'm saying? We try to hit a couple of threes tonight. If you gonna be Draymond Green, be Draymond. Be Draymond. We'll take it. Somebody hit Caitlyn. Go out there and rush a sickle. Yeah. Oh, the old school. Y'all people don't know what Russell Sickle means. Go out there, clothesline. Starter line. Reverse. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and suplex city. Hey, we'll be happy with you. Because you know what? You send a message to the rest of the WNBA that you're not going to be touching. Right now, the WNBA is like, oh, we're going to send her a message. When Dana Taurasi said that, Indiana off the rips and said, hey, man, anybody touch Caitlyn, we coming for your neck. We don't care if we get thrown out. If you touch her, we're coming for your neck. Right? We're coming for you. Speaking of Dana Taurasi, I don't know if y'all know. Like, she did say, hey, them girls are going to be in for a rude awakening, which I thought was funny. And I know Dana's been, Ms. Taurasi's been in the league for a while. She has. Definitely been in the league for a while. Dana's definitely been in the league for a while. We know this. But ain't nobody showed it, so I'm gonna show you guys today. Dana Taurasi, do know as the last game, even after this game, Caitlin Clark is legitimately hilariously funny to me. Let's go. Take it on. Show the graph. Dana Taurasi. Talking, because people talk crazy, right? I've been seeing people talk crazy about Caitlin Clark all week. Her team is 1-5, and she ain't doing this and she ain't doing that and all this other stuff, right? Y'all remember when everybody said Dana Taurasi was right? Dana Taurasi was right. She called her out. She called Caitlin out. She was right. Y'all remember she was prophetic. Now y'all see the stats recently? That's right. Caitlin Clark is outdoing Dallas Mavericks in every category. In every category. I'm sharing this so you guys can have it, but she's outdoing Dallas Mavericks in every category. Diana Taurasi. Diana, I can't call her Dana. Diana Taurasi in every category. It's even higher now. I don't think she got a steal tonight, so her steals might have went down. And her rebounds might have went down tonight. But assists went up and her points went up tonight. All that, what's all that energy? It's gonna be for a rude awakening. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is 6 games in. She got better numbers than you. I know, and I know what the apologist is gonna say. And I say, oh, Diana Taurasi is 41. And she is, and that's true. She is. She's old. She's older. She's LeBron age. Her and LeBron's, you know, this might be her because of her last couple of years. But she still put them numbers, and she says it's going to be a rude awakening. But Caitlin Clark, people saying Caitlin Clark is a bust is crazy. That's crazy to me. I was like, yo, Caitlin Clark's a bust. That's what they were saying. Caitlin Clark is a bust. I said, how? How? Caitlin Clark, wait a minute. Have y'all been reading some of the numbers that Caitlin Clark has been putting out? I mean, let me show you. Because people will say stuff and they just be talking. And I'm like, are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention? And this is what I'm trying to tell Aaliyah Boston. It's the money. You don't hit the money. There's Caitlin Clark. Look, Caitlin Clark right here. Has played nearly a quarter of the WNBA season so far. And the rookie has delivered some remarkable performances. Here's a current look at how Caitlin Clark compares to other rookies as we approach the first Rookie of the Month selection. She's number 1 in points, number 1 in assists, number 1 in steals, number 1 in user rate, player efficiency, 2nd in blocks. Currently the only rookie averaging 15-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists, right? Now, people will see because they lost, people will be like, oh, Caitlin Clark and all that. That's what people will say. But they won't talk about, you know, yeah, I know the big game coming up. So let's go ahead and start the beef. Because the big game coming up, what, Saturday? Big game coming up with Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And then they talk about, oh, Caitlin lost and AJ Reese still won tonight. I'm like, where? That's what we talk about? We talk about AJ Reese still? Chicago won. AJ Reese should be the Rookie of the Year. Huh? Say what now? That's what they tell me on Facebook. Y'all gotta go to my Facebook page to see how they talk about AJ Reese like AJ Reese is killing the league. Right? And I was like, AJ Reese is doing. She had her first double-double. That's okay. She had her first double-double. Play cool. I think AJ Reese is killing the league. You know, AJ Reese is the best dressed basketball player in probably her and Brinks from Chicago or from Los Angeles. Brinks be dressing too. But her and Brinks, she is definitely the best dressed in the WNBA. Right. Best dressed. Angel Reese by far. Now on the court, not so much. But hey, when it comes outside the court, Angel Reese. That's what they tell me. So I was like, oh, it's like Chicago won tonight, Gee. It's like Chicago won. The Sky won tonight. I was like, all right, Angel Reese was the ball out. Angel Reese had 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And 25. Six points. I was like, huh? She had 6 points the whole game? 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. I was like, the whole game? That's what she had? 6 points, 3 rebounds. Now, Caitlin, she had a bad game the game before. She went for 30. She had 8 points. 6 rebounds. What? 6 assists? 7 assists. Okay. But that's what y'all telling me. Y'all saying AJ Reese is the same Charles Caitlin. And we saw the numbers. And when the numbers came out, we saw that, because y'all remember Angel came out with the $2 million thing? And I'm talking about my co-host of the King Bo Show, Bo and Shannon. They told me that Angel Reese was just as marketable as Caitlin Clark, and she would have just as many eyeballs as Caitlin Clark. And remember how everybody was screaming? Hey, they was mad because they didn't. The WNBA didn't show Angel Reese live, and they were saying they were racist. And those of us that know business and know media and work in media, we was like, they ain't being racist. They just said, hey man, we don't feel like she's gonna bring the eyeballs to the game, right? She's gonna bring the eyeballs to the game. We just didn't feel like she's gonna bring the eyeballs to the game. Well, why y'all be saying Caitlin? Caitlin did 1-7. Caitlin still put up, 300,000 on a Saturday night with the playoffs playing. Angel Reese put up what? Now I will admit, Caitlin's numbers have dropped significantly each game. Coach sides. Aaliyah Boston. I will admit that. But at the same time, though, she still is putting on the draw. She's still giving 16,000 a night on a Thursday night. On a Thursday night, she still pulled 16,000 in Indiana. She still had the most attendance of the year in basketball between the WNBA, the Fever, and the Pacers. That's why they did it. But we found out the other night that Angel Reese only bought in 16,000. Caitlin Clark did 5 times. So I ain't talking about Angel because I love Angel. I think Angel is one of the best, you know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, I think she's one of the best dressed people in the WNBA. I love what she's bringing to the team. I'm mad at the people that support Angel. Where are you guys? Where are you? Where are all the 2 million, the 3 million that she had on social media, which I tried to tell y'all, it was just social media. Social media and TV is two different things, two different entities. Where are y'all Angel Reese fans now? Y'all not watching their game. They're 3-3. They're above. Y'all not supporting her. How's the 1-7 and 1-8, 1-7 team getting all the support, and y'all got a team that's actually competing, and y'all not supporting them? You know what somebody told me? They said Cardoso was. They said Cardoso ain't played yet. I'm like, okay, Cardoso gonna bring 250,000 more people to go watch our show. Cardoso gonna bring that. All right, and she does is great. But we talk about building up the game. We talk about making it where a lot of people, we got a lot of people watching the game. They had Ava Wilson, Aja Wilson? They had Aja Wilson playing. Aja Wilson played after Caitlin. Caitlin went from 1.2, 2.4 million and dropped down to like 300,000. I try to tell y'all, they wasn't doing. Aja Wilson been dope for ever. Nobody cares. New York and Las Vegas was in the finals last year. Nobody watched. They say, "Oh, these are the most watched games we've had ever." New York. Nobody watched. Caitlin Clark Kent comes out there. Guess what? Highest number since Cynthia Cooper in Houston. It's different. It's different. And listen, if Indiana, if you're listening to me, y'all might need to hire me as y'all GM or at least player personnel. Go find you a roughneck. Go find you a Beer Lambier. Kevin McHale. Somebody that a clothesline. Somebody that put the fear of God in somebody. Leah Boston just act crazy one time. Just start ticking and go out there and just clothesline somebody. Mental clothesline. They'll do that and say, hey, you can't touch Caitlin. I guarantee the season will change. I guarantee. And this is something Christian Side should be telling y'all. Hey, how y'all just let her beat your teammate up and you not jump out there and defend your teammate? I would show that video in practice or on the bus. They're on the bus. They're not on the bus anymore. On the charter planes, thank you, Kate Clark. On the charter plane, I would get on the charter plane and say, hey, everybody watch this. Why everybody ain't out there trying to fight? Watch Caitlin talking about herself. Why you grabbing it? She ain't got a tag. That was her first tag. Somebody should have came and pushed the girl in the back. Told her to hush her mouth. Say something else and punch her in the face. Try their card. That's what we do in the See, y'all want to be the comparison between the NBA and the WNBA. That's what we do in the NBA. Keep talking, somebody gonna come punch you in the face and be like, hey. But they gonna push you in the back and be like, hey, man, keep talking. No, you gonna shut your mouth. Certain ones, now, you ain't gonna do that to everybody. Do what Draymond. Kick him in the crotch. Dude, I know the women, they ain't probably gonna feel them up in the sand. Y'all don't know, some of the women might have something. Kick him in the crotch. Test them and see. If they go down, we know, hey, she might just identify. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, do y'all see tonight the girl literally grabbed Caitlin Clark's boob when she was going for the layup? She grabbed the boobs, and they didn't call a foul. I'm like, how's that not a foul? Right? Well, somebody should have did when they came back down, and one of them girls went and run through the layup. Somebody should have came and pushed her on the floor. Why? You send a message, hey, not only that you're not going to touch Caitlin, you're not going to do it to our team. You're going to be out here embarrassing us. You're going to be out here trying to do all this stuff. There's rules to this. There's rules to this. There's rules to this. There's rules to this. Speaking of get pumped, let's go through it because I'm finna get out of it. 2:30. God, man, I got 100 people watching. And it's 2 o'clock. I appreciate you guys, man. Let's go ahead and get to the last one. Speaking of get pumped now, really, I was thoroughly disappointed in Baby Jordan. Thoroughly disappointed in Baby Jordan tonight. They got ran out the building. I think at one point it's like 30 points. Luka was out there doing his thing. Like I said, Luka's out there destroying it. And I really was kind of disappointed with how Edwards and Carl Anthony times that you tried to play the first half. But I was really disappointed with how Minnesota came out with energy, how they didn't come out with energy, how they allowed Luka. Luka came out and he said at the press conference that was his fault. He took blame for that and said he was coming back with better energy. Y'all should know he was coming to put that thing out. Luka came out. Luka wins the MVP. Also, you have Dallas going to the NBA Finals. Shout out to Dallas. Congratulations. You guys played well. Y'all deserved it. And I think it's going to be an interesting finals between them. So you now have Kyrie Irving going to Boston. And everybody's excited about that. Everybody's excited about Kyrie Irving going to Boston. Exciting sports news. Dallas Mavericks led by the sensational Luka Doncic have advanced to the NBA Finals. This marks a major achievement for the Mavericks, who have displayed remarkable skill and teamwork throughout the season to get this where it needs to be. Luka Doncic has been the standout star, delivering a series of breathtaking performances during this run that has captivated fans and analysts alike. In the decisive game, Doncic's incredible scoring and playmaking abilities were on full display as he led the Mavericks to a stunning victory over their opponents. The Mavericks' journey to the finals has been a testament of their resilience and determination, especially someone with Kyrie that was almost pushed to the side and almost was ostracized and was almost out the league. We really got to talk about the fact that Kyrie was almost out of the league. You know, but he stepped up in crucial moments along with other teammates. Lively, you know, those guys, James Jones, those guys played super well. And the chemistry has been the driving force behind their success all season. Luka's and Kyrie's chemistry all season has been the driving force. Now, I am a little worried that Luka won the Western Conference MVP. I don't know. Kyrie's energy is a little off. Y'all know Kyrie is particular. I like Kyrie. Kyrie's my guy. He's my guy. He's a baller. Right? And I'm going to watch what I say because I heard Kyrie was a gangster. But Kyrie's a little particular. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he looked a little, I ain't going to say he looked disappointed, but he looked a little disappointed that he won the MVP. And that's something you might want to look into. Because sensitive people be sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that again. Sensitive people be sensitive. They be sensitive all the time. And even when they try not to be sensitive, they still be sensitive. And they be the littlest things sometimes that set people off and make them like, all right, You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Luka winning the MVP. I don't know how Kyrie really felt about that. You know, sensitive people can sometimes be sensitive. But so far, the team's chemistry has been the driving force behind their success. You know, the strategic plays that Jason Kidd drew up and the cohesive defense was really crucial in their victories that they had in the series. And, you know, as the Mavericks prepare for the finals, the excitement is palpable. They will face a formidable opponent in the Boston Celtics, who has scorers galore, who can go 4 deep on you, and will probably have a better job of playing defense against. It's going to be interesting to see who gets Kyrie. You know, if they're going to put Brown on them, it's gonna be cool. Fans are eagerly anticipating how the Mavericks will perform on the biggest stage. And, you know, we'll be right here analyzing their strengths and what they need to do to clinch the championship. So once again, I want to congratulate the Dallas Mavericks and their fans. This is a moment to celebrate and look forward to an epic NBA Finals that starts, what, a couple of weeks from now? Like a week from now, right? So y'all let me know. Who you rooting for? Who you got? Share your predictions and support. You know, let me know who you got. Support in the comments. Let me know what you got. Let me know who you got. Who you got? Running. I got 100 people here, man. Somebody tell me who you got. Who you got? You got Dallas or Boston? Or do you not really care? You know what I'm saying? Do you not really care? My Ant-Man had a lot of people watching. So a lot of people like the upstart. Kyrie, we like Kyrie. Some. You know, some of the anti-Semitic stuff was, you know, hopefully it's behind him. You know, people like Luka. But Boston, y'all know Boston's gonna be turned all the way up. The Garden's gonna be crazy. And they're probably gonna boo Kyrie relentlessly. So this is a good storyline. We'll watch, see how it goes. There's a lot of storylines to it. Will Kyrie and Luka's relationship stay hunky-dory? Will jealousy creep in? Kyrie returns back to Boston. You know, it's really good. It's really going to be an interesting narrative and a lot of stories that could play out during this series. So we are excited about that. Last thing before we go, relationships. Listen, man. Relationships. They really, really are funny. And you love who you love. Care who you love. Be careful. Be careful. To my guys, be careful. And I'm learning something. This is something I learned. This is something to my guys. I want to say something. Listen. To my guys, I want to say this. Ladies too, but more, we're going to say both. All because they look good don't mean that they're good people. Right? I've seen some beautiful, beautiful people that were stunning. That were trash people. That were trash. Beautiful people. That were trash. Don't get so wrapped up and saying, God, there's no way she could be this mean, or there's no way she could be this vindictive. There's no way he could treat me like this. He's so fine. She's so fine. Because guess what? Morals isn't about looks, it's about what's on the inside. Find that person that you love. Love on them. And pray that they reciprocate to love. Love is like jumping out of the airplane. Or really flying an airplane. You might crash. But you gotta get back up in there and try it. Don't be scared to love. Try to heal before you. Everybody's talking about healing before you go, but really just don't take the stuff in. The hardest thing is for a man or woman to try to love you and fight your past at the same time. That's the hardest thing for us. It's hard for me to love you. I'm trying to love you and build it, and then I still gotta fight your past. Crazy thing is, a lot of people will be like, you should be able to fight my past. Like, wait a minute, I'm fighting my stuff too. Like, I'm fighting too. I'm fighting too. You know how many people that sit there and say, point the finger at different people about their relationships and how they end up in a relationship and forget that they're in a relationship? Like, they're so worried about, what about me and what I need to do, that they forget that about the other person. And that's what happens a lot of times. We get so selfish and wrapped up in what we have going on And that our partner should understand what we have going on. And we forget to understand what our partners has going on. And that's a problem. That's a problem. Very problem. So at the end of the day, guys, love who you gonna love. Be who you gonna be with. If you broke up with somebody, leave them in the past. Press towards the mark of the higher calling. Forget those things that are behind you. That's what the good book says. But we want to bring that stuff into us. You know? We want to bring our past into our future. Don't do that. That causes a cataclysmic rift on the time of love. Yeah, that was nice. That was a bar. But don't do it. Like, seriously, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Leave the stuff in the past. Look forward to a bright future. Because love is there. Listen, hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. It's been KD. Late night show. Man, I can't believe all these people still here watching, man. I appreciate every last one. I thank you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I need you to do me a favor, though. I need you to hit that subscribe of I Am King Joe. Be on Twitter, YouTube. I need you to hit that subscribe on YouTube. Oh, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, that like button, the share button, just to get the algorithms picking up, letting you know you're here. I hope you guys have a great night, morning, day tomorrow. It's Friday. It's the end of the month, the 31st. Oh, man. January, February, March, April, May, June. We halfway there. We're halfway there. Halfway through 2024. 2024 has been a mother. That's your mind. Say what you want to say. 2024 has been crazy. Super crazy. But guess what? Continue to love. Continue to care. Continue to look out for each other. Continue to pray for people. And I guarantee things will happen. Maybe cloudy a day, but eventually the sun will come. And remember, during the rain, that's when growth happens. With all this, make sure you love. Don't be scared of love. Don't be afraid to be righteous. A lot of times we be afraid to be righteous. I don't stop the music real quick. Wait, let me say that again. A lot of times we be scared to be righteous. Righteous is really, really propels you to positivity. A lot of y'all wonder why we don't have positive things in our life. It's because we're not righteous. We make an unrighteous decision. Then we wonder why we get negativity come towards us. That energy we just put out was unrighteousness. But when you're righteous and you carry yourself righteously, guess what happened? Righteous energy, the light follows you. Positivity follows you. Right? When you start doing things the right way and treating people the right way, and you have that energy and you be the light, how can darkness encompass the light? Unless it smothers it. Be the light. Because if your light is bright enough, then it can. If they try to smother it, just set it on fire. Well, I'm talking crazy right now. Let's keep it. It's getting late. I gotta go. Listen, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys. Man, it's 2:30. I got 100 people in here. That's crazy. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you hit the like button. We'll be back soon. Y'all know I don't come in every night because I believe in quality over quantity. If I don't have nothing to talk about, I ain't going to talk. I ain't going to waste your time. But if I got some jokes and I got some stuff I see and I think it's funny, it's going to be hilarious. Or some of that I think is going to help you. It's going to entertain. It's going to inform. It's going to educate. I'm going to bring it on. If it's going to warn or whatever, I'm going to come and talk about it. If you're on my Facebook, hit me on Facebook.com/King David Jordan. Facebook.com/King David Jordan. Make sure you guys go add me on YouTube. That's YouTube. That's the King Joe Show. At the King Joe Show on YouTube. That's it. You see the link down below. At the King Joe Show on YouTube. You get very great stuff. You get this show. You get the Morning Cup of Joe. You get the King Bo Show. You get all the podcasts. Also, you get King in Tech. That's why I kind of displayed a little bit today, where we go through tech and we review tech, new tech, old tech, and all those things. Make sure you guys go to my YouTube page and add a YouTube page. That's going to be crazy, okay? Also, we got the Jour Global that's getting ready to drop real soon, the Jour Global, which is our website, where you guys will be able to subscribe, and you guys will be able to get your Patreons on. You'll be able to subscribe to get exclusive content from your boy King Joe, man. We got a lot of stuff. I got a relationship show coming out called The Love Below. That's crazy. There's 4 different people on it. They're talking about relationship like nobody's business. It's called The Love Below, right? I got that. I got the politics show, The Politicking, with Quentin T and Benny Jones. That's also coming out. And you'll be able to get access to all these podcasts, along with The Morning Joe, along with King Bo Show, along with The Late Show. You'll be able to get all this stuff going on right there, of course, with special things. Also, I'll be doing some tutorials on how to set your show up, how you get your show going, how to build your show and the stability of your show, and how to put it on where it looks good and it sounds good and everything is done. If you love it, thumbs up, man. All that stuff we'll be doing, we'll be selling that stuff. Of course, with our merch, we got the Du Jour merch that's out right now. This is an old t-shirt. That's why I ain't even trying to show it. But we got the Du Jour merch that's out. We got the you can get the Du Jour sports shirt. You can also get the new Live Prosperous shirt. Die Empty, Live Prosperous, Die Empty. We got a lot going on. We got the new sneakers getting ready to drop. So we got a whole lot going on this summer. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. So I want you guys to do this. I want you to chase your dreams, go for your goals, because success is going to look fantastic on you. And like me on all these platforms, because you're going to get something different on each and every platform, right? This is more of my talk. We talk about current events. We talk about sports. We talk about music. We talk about love and life, and everything is kind of like a free fall. But if you get if you want a more niche content, then add my YouTube at King Joe, at the King Joe Show on the YouTube, okay? You guys do it. I appreciate you guys so much. And of course, we got the best music. Y'all know I produce all this music. All the stuff y'all be hearing on here, this be me. You know what I'm saying? This is me. That's what I do. I make it do it. Got a new video coming out on YouTube also. We'll be reviewing the iPad Pro that I have hooked up to my system. I will show it to you right now, but we'll be reviewing the iPad Pro. That's right. I went and bought the iPad 13-inch. I have a review coming on that, how you can run it in your studio, how you can use it during live streaming, different things. So make sure you hit me on YouTube to get that. Also, we'll be having the new Apple WWD3. We'll be having the WWD3. That's hilarious. WWDC. We'll be having the new rumors and new stuff dealing with Logic Pro. Thank you guys to everyone that liked the Logic Pro video. That was crazy. I appreciate that. Man, we grew hundreds of people on YouTube just because of that one video. We got much more coming where we'll be, like I said, we'll be reviewing the iPad. We'll set it up in a studio situation where we see how it works with music. How does it work with video editing? We're gonna take it on the road. We're gonna take it out to the beach. We're gonna take it out traveling with this and see what we can do with that as a utensil. We thank you guys so much, man. So look out for everything that we got going on here. King Joe. I'm King David Jordan. That is my government name. That's what my mama named me. You guys have a great day. We'll holler at you guys next time. Is that 2 hours? Is that 2 hours? That's 2 hours. We'll holler at you guys next time. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
Walking by faith and not by sight. Walking by faith and not by sight. Got my prayers reaching the sky so light. Through the struggle, he's my might. This love unbroken through day and night. Through trials, he's the constant truth. In this journey, he's the proof. In his mercy, I found my end. In his word, I've grown. No need to slew. Other drawing, I tie or down. No, I don't find you now. Say by grace in his light, 'cause I don't say you've been to me as others high. Keep me close, hold me tight in your holy grace. You be the high, take him to that place. Keep me close, hold me tight, never let me stray. Your love me every day. Now I'm in prayer like hallelujah, hallelujah. You know he's my forever, ain't no sneaky link. Ooh, I feel your grace around. Your love so deep, in your word I am found. So whispers of your love in the night so profound. Every burden lifted in you, my peace is crowned. Amen. You be the shepherd, guide me with care. In pastures green, your worries aware. Your love's the anthem, my heartfelt prayer. Jesus, my savior, none can compare. You're my rock, my shield against where worldly flares. With you by my side, I can climb these stairs.
Everybody's talking crazy like they know who we really are. They get up at that money and they drive those fancy cars. Looking for them girls with the BBS, but you know they don't go far. Every time they get busted down, you know you leaving scars. But it feels real good. It feels real good. It feels real good. It feels real good. Lucifer and the demons that fell from God. We think we living in heaven, but hell is where we party. Everybody want me, charge you pop on my loot. Then have sex and crazy, never listening to G.O.D. Feels real good. Sin has its place in our heart. Jesus died so that we wouldn't have part. In hell, flames for eternity. But you feel like it's okay.